Well, I can't quit you, baby.
2020 is shaping up to be really good. Hope it's good for everyone out there. Hope that all of your hopes and dreams come true and that you're able to work towards your goals, whatever they may be. Now, that said, I got up this morning and was cleaning up the kitchen and I watched the Gutfeld show from yesterday. And they covering Joe Biden. It was his most recent gaffe. And I thought that I would just bring a little comedy here today and then talk to you all about the importance of an American president being able to communicate with his fellow Americans in a way that it may be abrasive, a la Trump. It may be buttery, a la Reagan. But what they say, you understand. What they say is good for America. So without a bunch of bloviating for me at the start here, I'll save the bloviation for the end. Take it away, creepy Uncle Joe.
My name's Sitza Gohard. I'm a senior at the college, and I'm the vice president of the student body here.
What a bitch. I mean, excuse me. Why shotgun?
I think the vice president very well knows that sometimes the words don't come out of your mouth the right way.
Well, I always say what I mean. Now, if I wanted to be president of the United States, I could be vice president. I never make any big things. You guys love saying that about me.
Often his handsiness and comments
No, DC-30.
are likened to those of a crazy but lovable uncle. But as they veer toward the more bizarre variety, it's raising questions about appropriate behavior for someone eyeing the White House.
So earlier this week, Biden publicly used the term Shylocks in reference to aggressive money lenders. But it's a word considered anti-Semitic, a reference to a ruthless Jewish lender in Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice.
In the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
Oh my
In
goodness.
Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Once again, the curse of Biden strikes.
I've got to know you well enough if you want me to stop you from embarrassing you.
Pardon me?
Every 10 minutes there's a shift in sort of what the strategy is again.
It's a large, very identifiable Somali community. There's an awful lot of driving cabs and are friends of mine, for real. I'm not being solicitous, I'm being serious.
Only 15 Somalis live in the entire state, according to the Census Bureau.
Oh, my.
And Wilmington cab drivers told CNN they knew of no Somalis driving taxis.
The vice president called the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi today to clarify remarks he made last week during a forum at Harvard.
And our biggest problem is our allies. So Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony here, or walk out, put that double-barrel shotgun.
Double barrel,
and
2 shots.
Fire 2 blasts outside the house.
Your shotgun's
All
empty.
this stuff
What a
about
moron.
How different Barack Obama is. They're just not used to somebody really smart. They're just not used to somebody who's really well educated. They just don't know quite how to handle it. Because if he's as smart as Barack is, he mustn't be from my neighborhood. His mom lived in Long Island for 10 years or so. God rest her soul. And although your mom's still alive as your dad passed. God bless her soul. A man who will be the next president of the United States, Barack America. Happens to be, as Barack says, the 3-letter word, jobs. 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 Now is the time to heed the timeless advice from Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly and carry a big stick. End of quote. I promise you, the president has a big stick. Why shotgun?
Oh my gracious.
Why shotgun?
Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Oh, that was from the Daily Caller. DC Shorts is the name of the channel on YouTube. Swing by there. They got some good stuff. Some of it's funny. Some of it is just what's going on, compiled in clips like that. again, before I go on, let me play this final clip. But I want to make a point. It is important to know if the person you're talking about right there has a parent that deceased and which one it is. Once you've made that mistake, you can't unmake it. Please, if Trump's ever done anything like that, somebody pointed out, I've noticed one thing about him. He always knows everyone's name first and last. He always remembers their children, if they're alive or dead, their parents, their spouse. I've never seen a gaffe like that. You can't make gaffes like that and then expect your communication to be anything but offensive. And yes, I understand, offense can only be taken. But on the Shylock comment, I took offense to that. I too, I guess, in Joe's opinion, am a greasy Shylock. Look, I shouldn't play lefty games like that. So, even though it's true, I shouldn't really have even brung that up, to be fair. I'm going to leave it in the video. But I shouldn't have really brung that up. What I should have pointed out is saying that they didn't understand how to handle Barack Obama because people from their neighborhood were not intelligent, were not well educated. What neighborhood are you talking about, Joe? Let's also remember that Barack Obama was raised by white people in a white neighborhood and went to the little red school on the hill, meaning it wasn't painted red, communist school that they paid for. This guy, he didn't grow up in the ghetto. Okay? All right, so let me play one more. Let's see here. I think I got it loaded up. Yeah, this is from the Gutfeld show. Cleaning up the kitchen this morning, and I watched the Gutfeld show, and I've seen this. This is actually the generation of this video, so let's take a look at this. Take it away, creepy Uncle Joe.
How old are you?
I'm only 11.
No, you're a good man. There's a thing, honey, called... I shouldn't start to call you honey. So, like, it's like talking to my grandson. That's how I talk now, and I apologize. Now, honey, I didn't want to break up the NRA. A magazine, honey, is not something you open up and read. It's a thing that holds the bulletin. But anyway, so, honey, sir.
What was that all about, Joe?
What was that all about, Joe? We have a decision to make, my fellow Americans, coming up here in 11 months. Whatever decision you make, I hope that it's informed. And I hope that we don't all only pick the person that, speaks to us on that visceral level, but that we understand that if they can't communicate with us as their fellow Americans, how are they possibly going to be able to communicate effectively with dignitaries and other world leaders? I don't know if he would be able to do that effectively. Only thing I've ever seen him do is threaten people to withhold money if they didn't stop investigating his son. I haven't seen anything else. I do understand that he is a part of this machine, this what they are calling the deep state, what I consider the swamp. He's obviously dug in there and a serious part of it. Oh, before I go, I think I'm going to show you one more thing. Seems like Drudge is going more and more off the rails and getting a little more left. Every time I go on there, there's more and more lefty publications that he's promoting, lefty ideas that he's promoting. I know it's a news aggregate and that none of those stories are written by Drudge, but everyone always called him right-wing before because that's where he got his articles from. Now, when I think of right-wing, I think of correct wing. When I think of left-wing, I think of incorrect, lies. Both sides lie, but I would say that one more than the other and about different things and for different reasons. So check out the Bongino report. I've never been a huge fan of Dan Bongino, but so far I really like this site. Again, it's an aggregate. They promise to have 50 stories a day on there, not 50 different ones, but these top ones change every day. And some of the ones from yesterday will be here, just like the Drudge Report. And they update it. And you can go and they have stories from the Washington Free Beacon, from the Daily Caller, the Daily Wire, from the Washington Examiner, Wall Street Journal. I've seen them from left publications too. It's just a great aggregate site. So hope that you join me over there on the Bongino Report from Dan Bongino. And I'll tell you what, as this 2020 begins to roll on by, before we know it, 2021 will be here. We'll know who the president is going to be for sure then. And as Americans, no matter who it is, we will carry on. We get that a lot from our great progenitor from across the pond, we do love to stay calm and move on. And that said, remember this: be good to your friends, be good to your family members, be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, family member, or loved one has done seems to be so huge you'll never be able to forget about it. Because, constant viewers, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your loved ones, your life, and your American way will depart from you. All the best to you and yours in this marvelous upcoming new year.